こと原田志穂子さんによります。幸せはどこ？アミ、小さな宇宙人の世界に憧れてです。原田さん、よろしくお願いします。
皆さんこんにちは。Paulineこと原田志穂子です。突然ですが皆さんはどんな世界に憧れますか？私は小学生の頃、アミ、小さな宇宙人という本に出会いました。宇宙人のアミが言います。科学のレベルが愛のレベルを大きく上回った時、その星は自滅してしまう。優しさや善意が欠けた文明は科学を自滅する方向に使い出すんだよと。私は地球の愛のレベルは大丈夫だろうか、科学に偏りすぎているのではないかと心配になりました。またその頃から愛のあふれた平和な世界を願うようになりました。アミの住む世界はどこまでも優しく、誰もが幸せでした。アミは幸せな人生を生きる唯一の方法は愛と共に生きることだと言いました。愛と共に生きる、ピンとこないですよね。でも私たちはいつも幸せを探しています。そんなわけでアミの世界に憧れた私が幸せはどこにあるかという問いに自分なりの答えを見つけるお話です。ぜひお聞きください。Love is the road to happiness. These are the words of Ami, an alien in my favorite book, Ami, Child of the Stars. Are you happy now? If the answer is no, you may have a lot of problems in your head. Then, where do the problems come from? I used to have a colleague. I couldn't make myself like her. Every time she hit the keyboard hard and sighed, I felt uncomfortable and frustrated. Finally, I vented my anger and complained to my mother about that. But my mother said, be thankful for the person who disturbs you, because that person will help you grow the most. It was so hard for me. So first of all, I looked at what emotions were springing up in my heart. I listened to the voice in my head. Then, I saw the journey. It's calming. When I change, the other person also changes. Or I might just feel that way. Either way, it's okay if my mind is calm. The other person's feelings don't matter. Our consciousness is always look outside, but the problem is always inside. Jose Mujica, known as the poorest president in the world, said that really poor are the ones who are never satisfied, no matter how much they have. It's up to you whether you're poor or wealthy. He also said, we were born to be happy. So, where is happiness? There is an ethnic minority called called Pirahan in the depths of the jungle of the Amazon. The missionary visited there to save them. But by nature, they had no problems and didn't need salvation. The Pirahan language doesn't have the concept of the past or the future. They do not regret past or worry about future. They just live in the now. Do you know the concept of being present? This is also Zen teaching, recently known as mindfulness. All problems can be categorized as past, such as sadness or suffering, or future, such as worry or anxiety. The past has passed, and the future has not yet happened. Then, what is remaining now? It's perfectly without problem. After I knew this attitude, I stopped worrying. Be pleasant, which has begun to attract attention in a stressful society, is exactly what Pirahan has been doing naturally since ancient times. If we were born to be happy, we could say Japan is a happy developing country. When I talk about be pleasant, people often say, "No, I'm in pain now." How should we think about that? I became atopic soon after I was born. When I'm itching, I hated my red surface. I felt like everyone felt ugly about me. When I looked in the mirror and cried, "I'm ugly," my mother said, "You feel your face is ugly because you look at other people's faces and think it's ugly." I noticed my precious mind. If I hadn't been atopic, I would have lost a little kindness. I may become a person who judges people by appearance. But I'm good, and now that's not that. Strange to say, but when I started to think that, my symptoms disappeared. The illness I suffered for a long time was a gift for me to grow. If the problem you have now is ordinarily a gift, don't you think you don't have to suffer from the beginning? After I changed my mind, my life stopped going the wrong way and started moving at break speed. I was interested in studying abroad from a work of a friend who I had miraculous reunion with first time in 18 years on a crowded train in Fukuoka when I was on a trip. A New Zealander I met after him recommended I teach Japanese language. And while I was researching it, I became interested in it. I would have hesitated before, but I've changed. After 8 months of studying between jobs, I passed the exam with a 20% pass rate. When I quit my job, I received certificate of acceptance. Soon after, I went to Australia to learn practical Japanese language education. The experience there was also exciting. After returning to Japan, I became Japanese language teacher. I would have never imagined I would be that. Since I became friends with now, my life has been turning at break speed. We can only exist in this moment, but when we notice, we are full of things about the past and the future. Even if the happy future imagined becomes the same, those who can't enjoy the now can't enjoy the happy future. To be aware of happiness of now is to be grateful for everything. It means to notice love that overflow around you. Love is the road to happiness. The only notice. There is happiness. Now and here in me. Thank you for listening.
ありがとうございました。それでは先生、コメントお願いします。
Thank you, Pauline. That was a really good speech. We've heard a few people talk about the idea of being happy in the moment today, but one of the things that really set your speech apart is that you're living proof of it, right? Because you've showed us how this attitude has actually, changed your life, both physically and emotionally. And I think that's your story is a really positive example for other people who are wondering, well, how can I do that? And I think you just proved that today. So thank you.
Thank you.
先生、コメントお願いします。
仏教の言葉に自灯明ってありますよね。それから西洋のいろんなお話の中に青い鳥ってありますよね。やっぱり本当は幸せって美しいものってすぐ足元にあるのかもしれないですね。君のスピーチを聞きながらそう思いました。だから変ないろんなものと比較したり、世間がこういうからっていうのを比較するとたちまち自分は惨めになるけど、そうしないと美しい自分が逆に見えてくるんですね。僕も昔はニキビがあるとか、足がガニ股だとか、もういろいろ柔道着で足縛ってまっすぐしようとかね、もういろんなニキビロゼットを買って毎日朝顔を洗おうとかね、バカなこといろいろやってきたもんですけど、やっぱり比較しすぎるんだと思うんですね。今あるものに綺麗だと思ったら本当に綺麗ですよね。そして日本語を教えることができた。僕もいろんな教育という世界に携わって、日本語教育が一番最初の僕の教育という世界に携わった最初なんですけど、そういう懐かしいものを君のスピーチから感じました。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。